Good evening. Welcome back to a super fantabulous night of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Lands of the Lost. This is our homebrew campaign that has been going on for over a year now, which is super radical. We've been having a really great time, and we've ended our first arc, and now we're in the second one, moving on to trying to find a way to cure the curses that we have been inflicted with after saving some people from some zombies. That's where we're at. And you know me, Molly Mayhem. You know where to find me on the internet as Molly Mayhem or Molly D Mayhem on all the things. I play Katrine, the battle dancing swashbuckler. She's half cat, half vampire. Super cute. We love her. Even though she's kind of a bitch. Same.
That's why we love her.
Yeah, we're gonna do our usual. So, Cheeky, take it away.
Hi, I am Cheeky Angel Modeling on Facebook, and Cheeky Angel RE everywhere else that matters. I am playing Benoit, the French chef Gordeshi, who is glad that we are back home, as that was a very harrowing journey. But yeah, take it away, Caspian.
Hello, I am Red. I play as Caspian, the Kitsune gunslinger. Very, very excited for this second arc. These zombies have been a little intense, a little gross at times. We're super here for it. We love the disgust. MJ, Dungeon Mommy, take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm MJ. I am the DM. My social is Miss Matilda T, and that's T spelled like the drink. I'm the GM. This whole world is my little brainchild. As stated, it's a little homebrew world. Some days I have a lot of time to prep, other days I don't. This is a time where I actually got to write stuff down, so we're not just winging it like last week. No, but it was so good. As said, our party is currently traveling, and to reiterate for you guys too, you're traveling southwest right now because, there is rumored to be a place of ancient energy, a burial ground of a god that you could potentially get your curses lifted. Just did some zombie stuff. It's October. I thought spoopy stuff would be good. Speaking of, look at them nails. I got my nails done.
Oh, cute.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Those are awesome.
I love them. They're super fun. So, did a little bit of spooky. We're done. We got out of that, which was very fun. Had a little intense chase at the very end of everything. But before we really get into it, does anyone have anything they need to announce, proclaim, challenge, issue a decree, anything of that sort? Come to DokuCon, November 15th through the 17th. If you live near Colorado. In Colorado, come to DokuCon. I'll be running 3 panels there. One on Cuddle Comfort, one on a little Pet Play Gauntlet, another one Pet Play 101. So, come check them out. They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be good panels. I dumpster dived a bin the other day. There was a sign outside someone's yard being like, take free things, and they had some bins, so I took some bins. Because I need some bins for my panel. Heck yeah.
Good, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bin.
Got some bins. But with that all said and done here, Roll20 will not be necessary. I'm just going to be running music on it still, because, I don't know, I like doing that. So let me find something to set the mood here. But yeah, our gang has some downtime right now. You all just finished saving the mother of the Weatherby family, Vera, and her eldest daughter, Sylvie, escaping the clutches of a bunch of zombies. You all plan on heading out here soon to continue your journey in breaking your curse. That have all been placed on you from making a deal with a demon known as Shax. Now, as you guys are having some downtime, Caspian, we're gonna cut to you real quick.
Okay.
You are currently in the small little bedroom that you've been given to rest during your visit. It's more of a broom closet than an actual room, but you know, it does what you need from it. Packing up your bag for the trip ahead of you, you hear the door just begin to creak open. As the light kind of comes in, you see a shadow loom into the room, standing at the doorway. As you turn around, you see Sylvie there. Her skin is pale as death. Her hair is matted and partially fallen out. She drools blood from her mouth. She stares at you hungrily as a full-blown zombie. I need you to roll initiative real quick.
Shit.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Did you miss this,
I
guys?
have a feat that's like, hold on. Well, 10 paces. And it lets me gain +2 circumstance bonus to my initiative roll, and I can interact to draw a firearm or a crossbow as my first turn as a free action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Do it.
She's a full-blown fucking zombie. I can't
Can't say
really
that.
do much there. Sorry, not sorry. 30 plus the additional 2, I guess, would be 32.
For initiative?
Yeah, because my perception's 14 and I got a 16 on the die. I think that's math.
That is math. That math's the math. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm picking that bitch up immediately. She ain't getting nothing on me.
Hell yeah. Roll your attack.
I'm kidding.
And in the head. Like, 20 with my crossbow, I guess.
Up to you.
Hold on. I'm gonna use my pistol for it. It's better.
Mark. Good idea.
Still a 20.
Okay. That'll hit. Roll me some damage.
What are 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Somebody's taking out my beautiful girl in her cute little
Alright.
tank top.
You pull out your gun. A quick fire rings out as the flash kind of lights up the room. You see her lunge at you. I rolled a natural 20 for the initiative, which tied you.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm fine.
So, I'm gonna flip a coin. Yes, you go first. No, Sylvie goes first.
Yeah, 'cause I am, and he
You get to go first.
Yeah.
Good.
Woo. So we will roll to hit her with.
Just pew pew a couple of times.
Roll to save pew pew. Go away.
Yeah. 24.
24 will hit.
Okay. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
How's
she's
she
still
doing?
going. She's still kicking. You start firing out. A few shots go into her torso. One goes into her head and blasts off a bit of a chunk. She's still moving though.
So do they just stick you in like the leper house, basically, if you're around someone who's already zombified? They just put you in the closet of the leper house?
Is that your
That's my
turn?
question.
I think
Quick, get in
Is
the
that
mud
my
hut, the
turn? Yeah,
leper
I have one more.
colony, see if you live.
If you want to do one more.
I'll do one more.
Okay.
I was gonna see if I could like tackle her, but I'm not trying to get closer
Yeah.
to her without it being absolutely necessary. 21.
That'll
Or
hit.
no, wait. But I take a penalty to that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is not. That is a 16.
That's a miss. As your final shot is about to go out, she lunges at you, knocking your hand out of the way. And with a 26 to hit and a natural 20, she is going to lunge in and chomp down onto that shoulder that was bit by the other zombie and infected for a little bit. You're going to take 35 points of damage.
Holy shit.
She bites into you. You feel that infection start to like almost be revived and spread as you see your arm rot off, fall off of your body,
No, thank you. What the fuck?
and then you wake up from your dream.
I was like, I fucking
Ah!
hope so. Damn!
Throwing shit at you.
What the
Throwing
fuck?
shit at you.
Yes. Caspian. That
Damn.
makes more sense. You wake up in the actual sleeping space provided for you.
Okay, so do you take those hit points or no?
You're full health. You're fine. You are in a large room with dozens of peacekeepers and volunteers sleeping in a variety of cots and mats on the floor. The sun is just starting to peek over the top of the horizon for first light. And as you look down, you feel this weight on your chest as JD nuzzles into you, looking up at your eyes with an air of concern on his face, noticing that you are in a bit of a hot sweat in your dream, waking up from it.
Well, baby. Even hotter and
I'm okay.
sweatier than you.
Mm-hmm.
We're
You
just
look
gonna
over
go
at
on.
your little bite mark, fully cured now, but still just a few tufts of fur that never really grew back, kind of seeing the bite mark still a little bit on your shoulder. Still dormant, still docile.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside, have me a little smoke, have a little walk with JD.
Just get out, get some air.
Mad chillin'.
Get a little walk, yeah. I love it. You exit out of the room, and what would be the normal cold desert air kind of starting to leave the air is just feeling like walking out on a midday in the middle of the desert. Sun beating down on you. It feels simultaneously kind of muggy and dry. Your mouth is very dry, but the sweat feels like that of high humidity.
Just the worst parts of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh.
You set off on your little walk?
Yeah.
Been along.
Yeesh.
What are you doing this morning?
So just, I want to confirm, did the anti-plague actually work to help heal Caspian?
Caspian's good.
Okay, it was just good for crawling. I just didn't remember.
Yeah. No. Caspian is no longer infected.
I do want to see if my anti-plague would be helpful. So I'm like, I might cook up some of that over here and like try to help the zombie victims while Caspian's like resting. Because I'm guessing you'd be off your feet for a minute, a little bit, yeah. So like while we're doing that, try to see if the anti-plague helps actually cure people or not with zombies.
Okay. So you would be over at Doc's makeshift place then, helping administering that anti-plague to people. There's a wide variety of different bite victims that he's kind of tending to. You see that what he's actually been doing has been whipping up a lot of concoctions of anti-plague as well.
Hell yeah.
As
racist.
Yep, I will say you don't even have to roll. Take a hero point for that, as you are like actively trying to do something for the betterment of people at the cost of your resources.
What the heck?
I don't know. 1 of 3,
Maybe.
Probably that you had 1 hero point of 3. But yeah, you're kind of going about. Doc is just a buzz as ever, and you do see Sylvie there.
Oh, good.
She is bandaged up. A portion of her arm needed to be amputated due to the severity of the infection. However, she is moving, and you've seen that infection subside over the past like day and a half for her, as she's just kind of shadowing you around, just being like, "So, what's your friend Katrine up to?"
Well, recently she's been, and then we launched into what Katrine's been doing, because, fucking.
Well, you see that she's still carrying the sword Katrine gave her, strapped to her side. She kind of holds that.
Yeah. So I'm like, I tell her about what Katrine is up to. That's very sweet, though, that she thinks of you as a hero.
What are you doing?
Blushing.
Sneezing.
Probably sharpening her weapon. Doing some practice lunging and jumping and spinning and slashing, per usual.
Like raining.
Right on. As you are there practicing, you end up, I would imagine, probably kind of like outside near where the barricade is. You see Caspian kind of coming down from one of the Cassidy. Sorry, I'm getting my names mixed up right now. Cassidy, the swashbuckling gunslinger, blue dragonborn, comes running up to you and just, "Ma'am, morning. Hey, I was hoping I could get something to y'all or to Caspian here. I know y'all mentioned you were heading out into the desert, and well, I found a few scout reports of the region you're heading out to, and just, figured it'd be some useful information for you guys to get. How's he doing? Is his bite all right?"
He's fine.
Oh, all right. I mean, sorry, I didn't know there was some sort of quarrel going between y'all. I just, he's my buddy. I just wanted to make sure he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. You should just go check on him yourself. And then she just, like, takes the paper, note, whatever, shoves it in her pouch, and then just, like, flings her weapon over her shoulder and struts away towards the bar.
As you're strutting away, you just hear him shouting out, "Well, you don't let him know those were for me, right?"
She just ignores it. She doesn't even turn around and acknowledge him at all. She just walks on.
You got it.
Yeah, fuck it. So, as you kind of go off, you guys got kind of the day to just do your prep, whatever you need before you kind of set off. Benoit, you know that Sylvie is finally getting back up, like, good enough to leave the infirmary.
Nice.
And Doc at one point, comes up to you and it's just like, "Hey, you wouldn't mind taking that little one back to her family. I'm a little busy here with," "Oh, no, you don't want to be taking off and changing your own bandages. Come here. Hey, I'm a little busy. If you could take her back and give her a little escort, I'd appreciate." "Oh, no, that's not antiseptic. That's booze."
Bless.
Just goes running off into it as Sylvie's just kind of sitting there, like, watching this and kind of looking at you with a sheepish smile, just being like, "Are we getting out?"
Benoit just kind of chuckles and like, I suppose I can take you home, Manchet. Off we go.
All right. Do you think we could see Katrine on the way over?
Yeah,
I just wanted to think and get her back a sword.
I think a training ground's probably be on our way, and I don't see why not.
All right.
I do need to get back to the infirmary sometime soon, though, so we can't stay too long.
Right. It's not like we need to or anything. It's just just hoping. It's whatever. It's fine.
Chuckles again as it goes off. It's like, oh, sweet child.
As you kind of set off towards the little area you would know Katrine kind of hangs around and does her exercises. You see her wandering off in a direction. You said you were looking to go get a drink or something?
Yep.
Yep.
We'll go
Yep.
after her.
Alright. See a
Head
little
into
bit
the
more,
pub.
and I will say, Caspian, as you're walking, smoking your cigarette in the morning, you kind of hear their voices off, down the block for you.
Chattering.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I turn and head
Talking
that
about
way.
Reed, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my ears perk up. I'm like, oh, Katrine? Okay.
Katrine.
Okay, I'm gonna go early. Like, I don't care that she hates me. I just love her so much.
She hates me, but God, I love it when she hates me. Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so charming. As you all kind of converge, Katrine, you see Sylvie sheepishly half behind Benoit, even though she stands half a foot taller than him. And it's just here's your sword back. Thanks, I guess, for lending it to me.
Oh.
Benoit's just chuckling and smiling and just kind of trying to egg Katrina on to say something to her.
Katrine just looks at her, looks at the sword, looks at her, looks at Benoit, looks at her, looks at the sword, looks at Benoit, looks at the sword, looks back at her. I don't need that back. That's for you.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Aw, pissed and shit.
I love for such a charismatic character, Katrine is so awkward.
Oh, so awkward.
It's my favorite.
Strength is... No, actually dexterity is her highest. Then she's tied with strength and charisma. But, yeah, no, her charisma's really not all that great some days, right now. That's a 7.
A 7?
That's a 7.
You see for a moment in her eyes, the feeling of rejection. But then she kind of thinks about it and is like, well, alright. Thanks. I'll keep it close.
You should really do some practice with that sword.
I mean, you are a master with that sword, Katrine. Oh, we're stationed here. Maybe, I don't know, you can teach her? It looks at her, it looks at Katrine
Oh, wow. I don't need to take up any more of your time. Y'all seem busy.
I mean, you're busy training anyway. Would it kill you to have a protege?
Katrine just does the whole thing over again. Looks at Benoit, looks at Sylvie, looks at the sword, looks back at Benoit, looks at the sword, looks back at Sylvie,
I've lost my powers of telepathy, and therefore you will have to say an answer with your voice.
You know those...
You're already in a relaxed environment. He's good.
the meme where it's the cat, about to jump and it has, all the little mathematical problems happening. That's Katrine right now. Just, yes. And then she just walks away to go to the bar.
Well, she'll see you tomorrow then, I guess?
Just kind of looking at the ground, doing the little foot kick, just Yeah, alright, that sounds okay. Sure. And you see her just like look down with her hair kind of covering her face, but just a big grin pops up in there. Yeah.
At hearing that, Katrine doesn't like fully turn her head around to look back, just kind of like lightly tilts over the shoulder, looks at her arm like she's looking at a watch, and then she's like, "See you at dusk."
You heard the lady?
And then
Okay.
goes.
And she just goes running off in a direction.
Adorable.
Very good.
And Locke kind of just tops after it. Still gonna get her home and just laughing.
Who are you going with, Caspian?
Like chaos.
I'm probably going into the bar with Katrine.
Going after my lady love, of course.
I'm like, maybe today she'll be nice to me.
You know, she's real nice there. I bet ya.
Oh
She's
my
in a
god.
good mood.
Have you seen those memes where it's like, I'm gonna try eating a food today that normally upsets my stomach, thinking that it won't upset my stomach kind of vibe? That's basically Caspian with Katrine.
You know,
You know that one thing that
Right.
always hurts my feelings? I'm gonna see if it doesn't hurt my feelings today.
I bet it won't. I bet today is my day.
just, you know, I get that. Being in a toxic relationship up in there, you know? Go on. Just, I know they make me feel like shit, but it'll be better this time.
I just have hope, okay? I'm just a hopeful, tricky little rascally guy.
The only bar in town is currently infested with a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, oh.
However, Trine, I will say you do know of a place where Cassidy stores some booze.
Okay.
Wait, that's antiseptic. Hang on.
It's not booze. So as you're kind of going rifling through his little like hidey stash of it, Caspian, you kind of come jaunting into the little space where she's at.
I'm like trying to be super low key, like kind of like slink it, like just be like, I was just already here chilling. Like,
Are you
oh,
frequent
like,
this bar too? That's crazy.
I haven't even noticed that this wall was here before. I'm like, huh? Look at the ceiling.
And did you in your room?
Trying to be so casual, but like be so bad at it.
Katrine, would you like to roll a perception check?
He's trying so desperately to be perceived.
It's a 13 for perception. I don't think I'm paying that much attention.
Mood, you're here for the liquor? One track mind and Caspian is
Just trying to act casual in like a little storage room, just like, yeah, I come here all the time.
yeah. He's just
Yeah, not paying attention
like,
at all. Just
noticing that she's not noticing at all, and so I could just like slink away, and probably like trip on something on my way out, and like cause a big commotion. I'm like.
A couple of crates come crashing down.
startled, I turn around quickly. The fuck was that?
Caspian's tail above the stack of boxes sneaking away.
Oh my god.
You know, maybe tomorrow, Caspian. Maybe tomorrow.
She goes back to finding her alcohol, and as soon as she finds one, automatically begins chugging without helping Caspian.
Yeah. He finds like half a bottle of whiskey.
Nice. Takes a big swig, turns back around, sees what's up, and if Caspian is still covered with boxes or not.
Like half under a box. Trying to like get my way out.
Katrine just walks over, kicks the box off of you, takes a chug, and walks off.
Damn.
Cries
Ruthless.
for 5 minutes on the floor.
My boy, my sweet baby boy.
Sweet boy.
As you sit there and just gently cry to yourself. Benoit, you eventually do make it out to, where Vera is staying. You see her sitting down on a bench with your youngest Nellie on her lap, feeding her a little bit of food, as Ned, the kind of younger boy, is running around playing with a stick, pretending like it's a gun. And you see the other daughter, Prim, is nowhere to be seen at the moment. Vera looks over, kind of gives you a wave, and looks over and sees Sylvie, and you just see like a big smile cross her face as she kind of walks over and gives her a hug. It's just like, oh, I'm so happy you're back. Just, Mom, it's fine. You visited me every day. It's whatever, okay?
Sweet bean.
She just kind of looks over at you, Benoit, and it's just like, well, I appreciate you coming and giving a bit of an escort back to us. How are you doing, Benoit?
Oh, really not so bad. Honestly, I'm just glad to be out of the fray of the zombies and of the monsters in the wasteland. I mean, no, it's not safe right now, but somehow it feels a little safer than it sometimes is.
Well, you're telling me it's good to be back with my family. It's nice. Y'all, sticking around longer? Is Caspian with you?
Yes, Caspian is getting to be more well every day, so I suppose unless they need us for something else, we'll probably head out soon.
See a little bit of disappointment in her as she kind of looks around for Caspian for a second and doesn't see him. She's like, well, y'all make sure to come by and have everyone say bye to us before y'all get going.
We would not miss it.
Where y'all going?
Southwest. We have some business to take care of.
Shucks, I think I got a little bit of Audie's stuff from back when he was trading. Artemis.
Yeah, I got you.
Might have a few little travel notes or maps of his if y'all could use something like that.
That would be exceptionally helpful if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll see if I can drum something up for y'all.
All the more reason to come and give you a fond and long farewell.
Absolutely. I'd love to have one last meal with you.
Absolutely, I wouldn't miss it.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Went down.
Okay. Just went down the wrong pipe for a second. We're okay. You kind of say that. She's like, well, yeah, y'all come over. We'll have a meal together or something. Just, oh, Ned, come on. Come on over here. You say thank you for them bringing Sylvie back. Come on. This is the person who brought your sister back and brought me back. Just Ned, like this dirty toddler, like torn pants, holding the stick. He has a finger up his nose, and he's just like, she see him, her pull out his hand, kind of wipes it on his shorts for him. Just like, well, say thank you. Thanks for making sure my mom didn't die.
Happy to help, then.
And about your sister. Thanks that Sylvie's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you are welcome. And I'm glad that they made it back to you.
Can I go now, Mom? Yeah, you can go play now. Just goes tearing off into the street. But yeah. Now, I will say, kind of with that all in mind, do you guys have anything you would like to acquire before setting off on your journey?
I might look up the recipes and see what I want to do.
Want a
Okay.
silencer?
New spells at level 6, say? Do I get any, like...
You do get
two?
new recipes, yeah.
I might get that real quick.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything I want to get.
Caspian, you're wanting to find a way to quiet your gun?
Just one of them, so I can
Yeah,
still have fire and not have to worry about it.
Yeah. Roll me,
I have like engineering.
trying to think. Oh,
Crafting.
you know what? Roll me just a luck check to see in the city at a point of kind of like disarray right now if you could come across one. So
What
roll
is
me a
luck?
d20 and just tell me the roll on the die.
Okay. Oh, that makes me so nervous. Okay. 4.
Kind of look around, ask people, seeing if there's something like that. Unfortunately, supplies are kind of thin. So nobody really seems to have anything like that on hand at the moment. However, if you wanted to make one yourself, could potentially look
That is
into
what I-
that. And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have like weapon proficiency. I've like become very acquainted with my weaponry.
Yeah.
And so and like I have like crafting or engineering, so I figured like I could like look around at like scraps and things like that are around and like put something together that's at least like, you know, maybe not like, but something at least like a little less than like bang.
a wasteland silencer, so to speak. Something made out of scraps and junk. I didn't realize this. There's an actual
Just
item in the
wrapped
room.
in duct tape a bunch, you know, and it's like that's
Yeah.
silent enough.
Yeah, roll me, roll me a knowledge engineering. This is gonna be you, like, drawing up the blueprints for it, like, crafting the idea in your head. You'll spend time essentially workshopping ideas and, like, doing the maths to kind of figure out how to best make one.
Time to return. 16 for engineering.
Okay. 16 for engineering? Cool. Now I'll say this is going to be the basis of how it will function. So if you wish to spend a hero point and hope for something bigger, consider it.
Yes.
Do it.
Very good. Okay, much better. Okay, 25.
25. Where did you find this?
Spell.
You're not a spellcaster.
Oh. Oh, you don't know what we compared it to? Or was it?
No, it's alchemical creations.
Got it. I'm just dumb. Don't worry about me, guys.
26.
25, but I'll take the 26. That's fine.
No, thank you for being honest. Let me write that down here. Roll me a perception check to look for materials.
Okay, 16 for perception. To get it one way or the other.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Thank you.
You spend kind of the first chunk of your day just drawing up a schematic. You do a few iterations, but you eventually come across something you're like, ooh, this is gonna be like the best way to diffuse all of that sort of like kinetic force, all of that shockwave from the initial firing. You're pretty proud of this design. As you look around, you seem to be finding the base starting components for this craft. So I will say, if you want to put in your notes, silencer crafting day 0, and we'll just, each successful day we'll tick up another day for it, and after like, it's a pretty low level item. You got a really good check. I'll say 5 days of successful crafting. You know what? No, 3 days. 3 days. 3 days to me.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hmm?
I said, hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
03. Perfect.
I love it. Just
Sounds great.
Caspian going around the town, picking up junk and scrap metal. Boy,
I found a wild one.
Item.
Like, you know, I
Hold on, I'm
basically
reading.
make a cloud of psychedelics,
Nice.
and I'm tempted to get it. Just a massive cloud of, like, peyote that traps your enemies in it. So I'm like, I just might. It's too good.
Do it, and then we'll do a one-off where we just trip together.
We accidentally, like, Benoit falls backwards with the smoke peyote thing, it breaks, and we all just trip balls for an episode.
That'd be
fun.
That'd be hilarious. It would also be even funnier. It'd be even funnier if we were actually tripping.
We could do that.
I couldn't as the DM, but
No, the DM definitely should not.
I
It would be more collaborative. Like, all of us talk about, like, what each of our character is doing, and you just kind of, like, I don't know, point in the right direction.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, an NPC comes.
That's
you're tripping too many
amazing.
balls.
Yes, you should take that.
I think I will, because I get 2 of them.
It's such a
But yeah, it is a Sargassum file.
We're gonna take just pure acid and then put it in a vaporizer.
Literally that. That's pretty much the chemical compound.
Love it.
And then you can roll to see what kind of hallucinations you get, whether you have a good or a bad trip. Because there's several options how your trip can go. They think they're sinking to the floor, they're prone, and they spend 1 action on the turn flailing their limbs attempting to swim.
Ah! Stop.
They don't really see anymore.
That is a bad trip right there.
I need to open stage. Let's see if it'll just let me. Okay, there you go.
That's so funny.
2, the target thinks the item they're holding turns into a snake. The target releases the item and spends its next turn fleeing from it. Roll a 3, the target thinks they have shrunk down to 1/10 of their normal size. For 1 round, they are slowed, 2 enfeebled, or slowed 2, enfeebled 2, and take a negative 10-foot status penalty to speed.
I'm just so tiny. I can't
go.
travel far.
And then 4 is the target believes they are melting. It drops everything it's holding and becomes slow 2 and clumsy 2 for 1.
Yo, this person, whoever made this spell, has had a lot of bad trips, I think.
Like, you'll just have a bad trip on acid. We can just, unless it says unless otherwise noted, so we can have good trips.
Yeah.
It's not technical.
Listen, if you're not in the middle of a fight, cool. If you were administered acid in the middle of fighting somebody, I think it would just be a bad trip. Like,
Just be like,
it's not a good starting off point for a trip. It's literally fighting for your life, so.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
So-
literally fighting for your actual life. Like, the fear is
Yeah.
real, and you're just like, oh my god. I'm not
I don't
gonna
see
know
how
if
you
my
can have a good
hands
trip.
will work.
prize acid, you'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, my weapon is actually a snake. Like, you know.
Literally.
I don't know if you guys have seen the 2007 horror film called Shrooms, but if you haven't,
Yeah.
highly recommend.
It's so goofy. I love it. I watched that. God, I watched that when I was, like, still living at my parents' house. We fucking pirated it, like, me and some friends upstairs in, like, our bedroom when our parents didn't know and watched it.
Amazing.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's a creepy ass movie. Also, the one where they have the suicide forest. That was a creepy movie too. I don't remember what it was called, but if I come across it, I'll share it. I've been watching all the scary movies.
Hell yeah. I haven't watched a single scary movie this month yet.
You
I know.
better get on that.
I know.
I'd say the same thing if I didn't watch the new Scream last night, which isn't that spooky, but
I've
it's
watched
fun.
at least one spooky movie.
At least one.
For a fact. Tell us which one it was.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Anything else you guys are wanting to do prep work wise before setting off?
Can we get some healing potions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, smart. Yeah, let's all do that.
Yes.
I mean, I can get them for the group, put them into the group inventory or whatever.
I think that is wise.
Also, you can
Yeah,
craft
very good.
healing potions.
Oh, and I do with
That are
3
permanent.
things. Okay, yeah. Can I? Yeah.
You, as an alchemist, can craft
But
any
what
of
is
those
the
recipes.
limit?
You can only do a certain amount. It's like a certain time requirement and a craft check, I believe.
Can I do a craft check for, like, what?
Any of your recipes, you can craft them and make permanent options, like portions. Do you want a healing potion lesser, which is gonna be like...
I'll take whatever I can get.
How much are you willing to spend?
Well, the question would be, how much money do I have?
I'm done.
I got a...
Like $200.
$200?
I got an 18 to craft 5 potions. Or whatever. However this is supposed to work.
You could probably only do one thing a day, I think.
Well, how many
We'll have to
days?
listen to that. I don't know. Before making any decrees.
I'll do healing potions, and I will not put a number next to them, and you tell me what that number is.
Work. I will give you a long rest. One craftable item a long rest.
Okay.
How's that sound?
So how long does it take to zombify? Probably how long we've been here.
Yeah. So, Molly, let me answer her question first, then I'll get to you.
Sorry.
So I will say that you can find some lesser healing potions for about... Harper has a couple laying around. They're a bit of a necessity these days, but she's like, yeah, if you'd be willing to either trade for them, or I could sell you some for, say, $16 each.
Okay, I'll take 10.
Alright, I'm gonna see if she has 10. Oh god. She's got 9 to spare.
I'll take 9. 9
And
times.
you want, I got a moderate one for $55.
Well, okay, so how much does the lesser do?
2d8 plus 5. And then the moderate is 3d8 plus 10. And then she has a couple 1d8 hit points.
1d8 plus nothing?
Plus nothing.
Okay. I'll take them all.
Okay.
How much money is that?
Minor ones are going to be $6 each, and that's going to be 3 of them. And then the moderates, there is only 1 to purchase. And those are, 55.
Alright, let's do some cash math.
Shopping. Okay.
9 times 16 plus 55 plus 6 times 3. 217 minus 580. 363. Cool.
Boy, you stocking up.
I got the money.
Hell yeah.
And we need those healing potions. You
You
never
do not
know.
have Dedicated healer in your group, so.
It doesn't hurt.
Well, heck yeah. Well, you get those, and is there anything else y'all are wanting?
Um,
No, we'll probably take a break.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah, I think now is a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, because
We're-
we need to.
We'll take a little bit of a fiver then. 5, 10,
Yeah.
15-minute break. I don't know.
Brainstorm.
They
5, 10,
rum.
15,
Try to
an
make it
hour,
10.
whatever.
Try to make it
Fine.
10. Try to make it
10?
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
On a bounce. Be back in a jiffy. No. Start moving now then.
Can do.
Alright, viewers, we will be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, my other one is a sugar-coated candy that is highly refreshing. It has a lemon and green tea flavor. For an hour, you gain a +1 item bonus to saving throws against fatigue.
Nice.
Oh,
We
very
love
good.
that. That's one of the potions you made?
Yeah,
It's a new recipe. She getting.
Okay. We love. I'm sure there's lots of other recipes we'd love to hear about too.
But yeah, so I'm like, I need to figure out which 3 I'm making. For
The ones that taste
permanent
yummy.
for resting. And I think at least 2 of them are going to be a healing potion. Because it's hard out there.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's make it not so hard and have fun. We are back and ready to play the game, so let's do the things.
Do it.
So, with all of that downtime, y'all have been working on some stuff. I will say, Caspian, give me your first knowledge engineering check to craft this silencer. Day 1.
21.
I'll tell you if I got it or not.
21?
21.
That's a success. So you have 1 day. What do you mean?
I am making 2 level 5s and a level 4.
Okay, cool.
Very good.
19. Well, I will say, y'all have spent your downtime, done your crafting, done your prep work, gotten any food sorted out and everything. Do you guys still have your little traveling cart? I can't remember.
I think we do.
I think you do,
I
yeah.
think so.
I think so.
I think we just had our stuff like stashed. Like,
Yeah, I don't think we got rid of the cart.
no, we've just had it for safekeeping and maintenance.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it needed maintenance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say y'all got a cart, got your cart back, re-maintenanced and upped and everything.
Does meat beat?
Yay.
Maybe
and
even as upgrades.
we'll see. For the last
Upgrades.
night there, you all are gathered around a fire with other people kind of eating, sharing food, swapping stories, and you see Vera and her kids all are kind of sitting and eating with you. Different like stories are being shared, laughs are being had. It's a nice little night before setting out. And as you're all there chatting, I would love for Benoit and Katrine to give me a perception check.
17.
17?
14.
14. Benoit, you notice that throughout the night, just Vera has been rather close to Caspian. Has been laughing extra hard at all the things he says. Like, it's just kind of occasionally you catch her just like blushing a little bit. Caspian, I imagine you're oblivious to this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have only eyes for Katrine.
But you definitely at one point, just like throughout the night, kind of piece all of the little hints together of just her sticking real close to him.
Benoit stays 10 toes down. That's none of his business. Y'all's relationship already confuses and confounds him. He's not gonna try to himself in the middle of it.
But as you're all kind of there, Vera is just like, oh right, I managed to drum up a bit of Artemis's old stuff. I figured it might help y'all out with your journeys. I mean, since he left us, he ain't gonna be needing it anymore. So, hope look through it. Let me know what you see. If it's anything you can use. Caspian, do you wish to pour through this?
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
look through.
So you look this over. You see, like several journals of his travels. You see several maps drawn out of the desert. One of them is a map of the shoreline, running along where this city is and running out further west. In that direction you are going, you see different, like, points of hazards marked. There's a confusing section between where you're heading and Serenity that just says worms on the map.
Yeah.
And then you see a few things like monster pits, wastelander area, and then roughly around the direction that your maps, when comparing it with these maps you got from Whimsy, these like ancient maps of the continent.
Yeah.
Two other things you notice. One, the shoreline is very different from those ancient maps to what Artemis has currently.
Different how?
It's much further out than what those old maps say it should be.
Well, that's a shame.
Like Artemis
Southern
is
border
not
of the continent.
here, and they say it's out here.
No, so southern border of the continent, your map says it's here. Artemis's maps say it's here.
And he's at the southern border, or he's just in
You
this
all are
area?
at the southern border, technically, because you're on the shoreline.
Okay.
Last thing
Interesting.
is roughly in the area that you're going. You see a little marking written out, and like a crude drawing of some buildings. And it is labeled. Where is it? Labeled Heresis.
Heresis. Is it like a town name we've heard before, or? Interesting.
How is that spelled?
H-A-I-R-E-S-I-S.
Okay. And it's a building, like a structure?
It's like a little kind of crude, drawn out, like, little, like, square, triangle rooftop. Square, triangle rooftop, all kind of, like, stacked on each other.
Okay. Okay. I will definitely take this map that looks like other spots on it line up with our map, and so we'll just explore all of the areas.
Right. Well, I hope that'll help you out in your journeys. Now, I will warn you, Artemis was a bit of a paranoid man, so a lot of his pages in his journals that seem a little nonsensical. From what I can gather, he tended to write a bit in code. Apparently, he always thought wastelanders would track us down and kill the whole family if he ever died out in the desert, so he kept his stuff a little close to him.
Okay. He's got a decoder. Any laying around anywhere?
Well,
Clues
I
to
got-
how to decode?
when he left initially, I really tried digging into him, but after a while, I I just didn't have it in me to keep doing it. So I got a bit of a little cipher here. And she kind of has like some written notes that is like a half-made cipher. You have the beginning to decode it, but some of the legwork will have to be done on you.
That's okay.
But, you know, if y'all ever see him out there, you tell him never to come back.
Benoit just does that by the fire. But Lloyd doesn't say nothing because she's like, don't ever come back.
Yeah. I mean, we don't blame her at all.
We're better off without him. But,
Well, we hope you
disagree.
continue to work and love and find comfort in your new formed family. We love y'all so much.
Just telling the
See you later.
single mother how much you're family now and that you love her.
you do just... Caspian, roll me a diplomacy check with advantage, please.
What does with advantage mean?
Roll twice, take the higher roll.
Yep.
27.
27? Yeah, just direct eye contact with her as you're saying it without realizing it. This woman just kind of like reaches towards your hand a little bit and then just kind of like looks down a little shy. Katrine, at this point, you just see Caspian being such a fucking flirt right now, trying to like hit on this woman who lost her husband recently.
And like he's not even aware that he's doing this.
Yeah.
Like he's like, no, I am just trying to like reassure you and send you along, and like all of these signals are being
transmitted against your will.
An actual nice guy, not a delusional narcissist.
Yo,
Who thinks he's being nice.
100%.
He's like, oh my god, why is this happening?
Too bad I don't have anything cool I could do.
You know,
Just, throw something, hit Caspian in the head, and then be like, someone's throwing stuff.
I don't know, somebody's throwing things.
Someone's throwing stuff.
Yeah, I know, that's why I wish I had, like, telepathy or magic hand or mage hand or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have any. It'd be obvious that it would be me.
That is fair.
Okay.
I think she'd probably scowl, turn around, and, like, kick dirt with her back feet and prance away.
Do you have the thievery skill?
Thievery? No.
Yeah.
I have a 3.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in it.
Yeah, it was like, if you wanted to be discreet, like, checking something, that's what it would be, is that check.
No. Nope.
Kind of storm off. Caspian, you see your love wander away, a little grumpy.
So I would say, okay, I'll talk to you later, and take off after Katrine.
Right before you say that, you see Vera just going like, well, I don't know where you're staying tonight, but okay, I'm gonna get going. Just
Exactly. Bye!
This poor lady.
oh, you can go running after Katrine.
So familiar.
I got a little kitty cat.
You got to know.
Look at this boy.
Look how perfect he is, all snuggled in.
Just being a good little lab cat.
So cute.
I love
So
him.
sweet boy.
Ah!
Keyboard.
I-
Keyboard too.
I was trying to take a video, but he stopped doing it. But, like, where the camera was, where his head is, he kept, like, poking his head up just in camera view and then back down. And then back into camera view and back down. And it was fucking adorable, but then he stopped.
I didn't even notice.
That's why you may have heard me actually like laugh out loud and have like a big smile on my face because I was just watching him be like, whoop.
He's so cute. Good boy.
It was cute.
That's good boy.
Good boy. No.
Alright.
Poor Vera.
For Vera.
I'm rooting for you, Vera.
As you two wander, Cassidy comes up with some booze, just being like, "Hey, oh, where's Caspian going?"
Caspian's a wanted man.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, why are those two fighting? Did he do something to piss her off or something or other?
No, really, I've got nothing. This just gets getting worse and worse. We're hoping this journey, if you will be the things to fix it.
I'll tell you, my brother, the heart of a woman is a mysterious thing. That's why I don't date. Well, women. Looks over at you, seeing Caspian gone. Whiskey?
You know, I think that would be a great way to celebrate.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, I get drunk with
Cassidy.
Yep. Bro, Caspian's like, I get drunk with Cassidy instead. Celebrate.
As Caspian chases Katrine into the dark of the night in the streets, away from the fire.
As Benoit gets drunker, Benoit just consoles Vera and is like, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not your fault. No explanation. Just like, there. It really isn't your fault. Really, he'll come around. It's okay. Big comforting.
Yep. She kind of looks at you and is just very confused.
That makes sense.
Just, well, thanks, I guess. I appreciate the comfort.
Zazz. Drunk Benoit just being like, no, don't worry about it too much. Like, it's not on you.
Well, hell yeah. Well, anything else wish to be done this night?
Oh, wait. Besides them chasing after each other, if anything.
Caspian just tries his best to be around Katrine in a not annoying way to her.
Sweet bean.
He's just like, I just want to love you.
I want to hang out.
I just sit across the table from you on the opposite side, like, for 5 minutes. Why? Don't do that.
Nope.
It sulks.
Iced out.
Sulks way into the night.
Well, as you spend the night alone, Caspian.
Back to my nightmares.
Oh
Back
gosh.
to your bad zombie dreams. The night passes. The day comes. Today is the day.
Let's
You
go.
all actually pack up all your gear, no bad dreams. Katrine, you bobbing, you vibing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Your last morning spent kind of training with Sylvie, doing a few sword formations. Roll me a, I will say diplomacy or intimidation. I will let you pick on what check you want to roll for teaching her.
Hello?
It ain't your dice.
No.
No, I really did.
That was Bob.
Hey, sometimes you gotta sacrifice to the dice gods. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god. Oh wait, there it is. I see it.
When was the last time you gave tribute to RN Jesus?
Woo. It was stuck in there real good.
Thank you.
Been too
Thank
long.
you.
That was good. That was a good job.
I thought so.
Alright. What am I rolling for again?
Diplomacy or intimidation.
$24 for intimidation.
Ooh, we love to see it. Katrine, do you want to go like full drill sergeant? Yeah, just full drill sergeant with Sylvie, just being like, I don't take kindly to slackers, you know? Just very intense routines. And she keeps with it. She is determined. She is dedicated. She fits into this very well. In fact, probably as you do this more and more, you start to realize that if you did the gentle, positive reinforcement, she probably wouldn't respond very well to it. She is focused and determined. Each morning she works up a sweat. She practices routines. You see her hands are just like calloused and bruised. But, I mean, like, she knows how to take a proper stance now. When she swings the blade, she knows how to put her weight into it. You have officially given this NPC proficiency with a weapon.
Woohoo!
Now, I have one more question.
Okay.
This is your anime blade. So, it can change people into an animal.
Is that what I gave her?
It is what you gave her.
Well...
So I was like, oh, okay, she just wants to give it away. Cool.
A great job, but also I need that back now.
You're so good, young Padawan. I'm upgrading your sword to not my anime sword. Please take this one instead.
Probably during this time would have had Sylvie like a special forged sword just for her figure, like, because she might be kind of small or kind of tall or whatever, have something that like would work for her, and maybe have it like special engraved for her or something nice to like trade back and be like, you've done so well, here is your sword, yank mine back.
Please get my panther sword.
Okay. How do you want this sword to look?
Not like elvish intricate.
Okay.
Not like silvery ornate, but very like rugged. Like you worked really hard for your first car kind of vibe.
Yeah. Like almost like a military sword.
Maybe.
Okay. Heck yeah. Basically, kind of like a centurion sword. They're just like, they're very stout, they're sturdy, singular handle blade, like fighting weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, got a little engraving on it for her. Is it just like her name engraved on it, or?
Yeah.
We can be the name of the sword if we want to name it something.
Yeah, I don't have anything that comes to mind for that.
We'll have her name be on it. Like has her name on it, built to her size as you kind of hand it over. Roll me a bluff check.
Or deception?
Yeah, deception. Since you're actively downgrading her.
23.
Okay.
Could not
23.
math for a second there.
Yeah. This is not a downgrade in her mind. She is stoked. You just see, like, the awe and the pride in her face when you present her with her sword. Kind of in the last morning of training, as she's finally really getting her forms down. As she holds it, she, like, does a few swings with it, and noticeably, her form is improved with, like, the sizing of this one.
Cool.
Word. Good for her.
As she looks at it and it's just like, gives you like a little kind of bow and just like, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Adorable. Sweet bean.
I promise I'll get better with it. Next time you see me, I want to spar you.
Benoit is like, whoa. Just the silent observer. And Benoit's like, I don't want to get involved in this drama, but I'll watch.
Just quietly walk away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, Head pat, little questioning mark if you want to spar with me. Looks you up and down and then
Alright, sport.
Yup.
heads on out.
She's like, later, kid. Kill you next time.
As you kind of go off, you all are meeting near one of the exits, and you see Cassidy coming up, just being like, "Hi!" off in the distance with a little bit larger covered wagon,
Oh, heck yeah.
kind of like right behind him. As you all get as he gets closer, you see that this thing is reinforced, so the walling of this wagon is like armored for like solid cover. You see that the wheels have spikes on the end of them.
Mad Max wagon.
Yep. It's a battle wagon.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
I know we all are heading back out, and shucks, we're so occupied here in the city. I don't think we're gonna need any one of these anytime soon. So, I asked a couple of favors around, see what kind of strings I could pull, and I got you this old beauty. Pats it. One of the armor panels pops off.
Oh,
It's okay.
shit.
I can just you see him like trying to put it on again. We can get some glue maybe, and well, it ain't the nicest, but it's sturdy.
Cassidy, you are. Fuck my brain.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, you really are a friend who is having. Thank you, sir.
Shucks. I couldn't let my bestest buds go out into the wasteland without some sort of little help.
Benoit's just very chuffed. I don't know if you want to try to fix the wagon panel, Caspian, because you are the best fix-it man there is.
Could we combine our crafting skills to all beef it up, make sure it is like solid and shit's not gonna fall off? Can we all contribute?
Little vehicle check, kind of pre-trip maintenance to it. Yeah, check the oil, check the tire pressure.
I got a 25.
20,
24?
23.
Oof.
Wow.
Must do my ride to this wagon.
Looking so good.
I will
We
say
got a little cooler action, little keep our drinks fresh and cold.
there's a TV in the back. I will say though, with your modifications and everything, you get all of the armor paneling up on this. So, does anyone still have your wagon stats? Did anyone have stats for a wagon?
We might have ever had stats for wagon, but I do not remember what.
I might have had those stats.
I'm thinking maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I've been keeping up with like the group inventory, and I would think that would be something I would have, and I don't, but I can write it down now.
This wagon will fit all of you.
Yeah.
If you are in the middle of a fight on this wagon, there is a gunner's station
Oh fuck yeah.
on it that you can like set up and have partial cover, so it will give you a boosted AC while shooting from it.
Yes.
It's pulled by 2 raptors,
Fuck yeah.
and everyone can ride on it, and it can carry all of your supplies.
Oh, that's nice.
If you were to crash into a person or another wagon with those spiked wheels, it can do damage. That is an action your wagon will have.
The wagon has its own actions.
It does. It does have its own actions. Its health is higher. Its armor is higher than what you had.
Oh yeah.
And
Upgrade.
it'll carry a little bit more.
Fuck yeah.
Dope.
So you guys are truly at this point becoming some genuine wasteland explorers. You've been in this world long enough that it is all starting to feel more and more like home. And you are starting to become more and more of a formidable force in this world. Y'all some proper scavengers now.
Meow.
Yeehaw!
I had to use it. Yeehaw.
No. It's a little bit more like yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Alright, hey. You gotta go a little bit more kind of in the chest with it. You gotta be letting out all your breath when you do it. Yeah, huh. We'll work on it a bit more. You get
Trying
it.
to do yeehaw loudly with a French accent is maybe the hardest accent
It's-
thing I have ever tried to do.
My favorite. Yeah. You, hey, Caspian, you'll make sure he keeps working on that thing, yeah?
Yeah, ha. Yeah, huh?
Yoo-hoo?
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo!
It's been watching
Fix him up a lot.
quietly in the corner. Kind of repeating it to himself, like, it sounds exactly the same. I don't know what his problem is.
But with that, y'all are set?
Like, yeah, that's right.
Let's go.
I got all my spells. Here, I'll give you guys some treats before we head out. Are we... Is this like a day trip where we would be like going into combat, expected to be doing hard things?
Before
our
we'll
next
do
long
some
rest.
narration. You hand out whatever you want to hand out.
Because
it's
it's
the
worthless if
wasteland.
it's not going to be... I guess we'll have... So we have... This isn't going to just be like hanging out and then a long rest, yes? I don't want to waste my items.
You're gonna be traveling for days.
Cool. Okay, then each person can have a journey bread, each one of you two, meaning that you get 1 day's rations worth of bread and a +1 to your athletics when you climb, force open, swim, or have a fortitude save.
Hell yeah.
And then also a Bravo's brew for the group, which is to say +1 will save, +2 to fear saves.
Y'all get some bread and some beer for the trip.
Sounds just as, yeah, there you go. Some bread and beer for our first lunch.
Bread
Oh,
is
yeah.
rock hard. Beer's a little sour.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's food.
It's
It's a
food.
drink.
You're like, this sure is one
Oh,
ration.
yeah.
This is a ration. Yes, it is.
As you all leave the city, the sun sits high over the desert landscape, with the three of you, Kipo, and JD nestled up in a little bed in the corner of the wagon that was made for him.
Just like a little one of those hammock, like cat hammocks.
Yup.
Adorable.
You set off west in search of the location which Whimsy told you is the Fangs of the Ocean. Near a place on the map called Parasis. And your journey continues. It's travel time, baby. So you know what that means, everyone.
Survival check.
We're gonna be doing some day checks. You all are gonna be doing some travel time, survivals, perceptions, whatever you are feeling.
A 12.
For picking up herbs like I do. Or nature, I guess, maybe.
Scavenging?
Yeah.
No, I can't wrong. 15. A 15 to stalk ahead.
Okay.
I got a 27 for my nature for picking plants, but do whichever in whichever order.
Caspian?
Sorry. I'm trying to put this thing into my...
And I will say, for those of you working on craft projects, while you're traveling, since you have a cart, if you wish to craft in the cart, you can, but if any danger happens, it will result in a failure of that craft check for the day, and you just won't make any progress.
Okay. We do a little flavor
I have
thing
to work
where
on
whatever I find is what I craft something out of.
Maybe. Okay, I'm seeing what you... Yeah, we could do sweat.
Yeah.
You have anything for crafting
And you
supplies?
just be like, roll a d12 and that'll be what you get or whatever too. I don't know. You do whatever you want, you're the DM, but you are God. But I'm thinking like whatever I manage to scavenge with my 27 could dictate what perma potion I make since we're in the safe zone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask JD to kind of like go out ahead of us a bit and just like see what's up. Come back, let us know what's going on.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be working on my silencer.
Heck yeah. Roll me in knowledge engineering, and Katrina, you're stalking up ahead. You notice JD kind of come trotting up beside you, just kind of looks up, and then like kind of keeps trotting along with you.
Cute.
She would definitely look down at him and be like, because she's trying to be stealth. That was a stealth check, so
Okay.
yeah.
JD will get into stealth mode. That's a natural 15 on the die. Absolutely just like gets down in an animalistic stalking stance. Cute. Caspian, what'd you get?
13.
13. That's not gonna cut it, unfortunately. The wagon's a little too bumpy, and every time you try and like make one of the like little grooves in it, a bump hits and you kind of push through it and have to kind of start over that section.
Just like, I got this. This is what I'm calling.
You start scavenging. What type of supplies are you wanting to scavenge for?
Maybe something to make a real good blight bomb.
Okay. As
Seems
you
reasonable.
are traveling, you find a desert plant that is a poisonous cactus. And you can harvest some of those needles from that cactus in order to have supplies for a blight bomb.
Hell yeah. I don't mind rolling to craft to see if I fuck it up or not.
You won't be crafting it today, but you have like the monetary
To get it. Okay.
needs, the like monetary needs now.
So can I only do the craft check if that's what I'm doing that day? Or can I do like a survival and then the craft after in a day? You are God. I will take whatever ruling you make.
You scavenge today, you could craft another day.
Cool beans. And that is what I will do. I will have light bomb pieces.
Green left, and I was gonna address her, but well, I will say.
Fall back in love with me. You told me to say that.
First broken and just comes running back to Caspian.
I'm here.
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean any of it. And then Caspian wakes up from his daydream.
Oh, you dang it.
Yeah.
It's all right, babe.
Alright, babe, I love you.
For Katrine, as you are stalking off ahead with JD, it seems pretty quiet today. You don't really notice any large critters off in the area. A few small ones kind of like start to snoop about, but between you and JD, you kind of scare them off to prevent them from like tracking or following you. First day goes off without a hitch. Now, I will remind you all, you do have a journal that can be decoded as well. Which would be a history check.
We do that overnight.
While we're sitting at the campfire.
We're all kind of like poring over it together. We've got like this kind of cipher from Vera.
Would qualify.
Then I'll let everyone roll it. Is there not a history?
No, the law doesn't have a clue.
Actually, I will take society, occultism, just those two.
Okay, well, I got a nat 20.
Shit.
I got an 18 for society.
Technically, I got a unicorn.
Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah. I got no fucking clue what's going on, but y'all got it on lock.
No kidding. Katrine, as you're pouring, everyone's kind of pouring through this, swapping ideas, you start to notice a pattern in the code. And that half cipher you got from Vera starts to make a lot more sense. As you kind of pour over the first night, of this journal, you kind of start going and finding different pages of different mentions. Do you want to go to the near the end of the journal? Or do you want to go kind of like middle or at the beginning?
Probably the end to see like what the last things he was saying was.
Okay. one of the last few pages, I'll say like kind of around 10-ish pages before one of his final entries, you start descrambling this, and you come across this one. I've just stumbled across a peculiar discovery today. A village of outlanders. At first, I found myself prostrate on the ground, begging and pleading for my life, expecting them to rip out my entrails and feast upon them. But after a moment of groveling, they began to let out a bemused laugh. After collecting myself, a large figure emerged from the crowd. He had skin like charcoal, eyes like fire, and the antlers of a deer coming out of his head. He addressed me in common. I'll have you know I was dumbstruck for a moment, not knowing what to do, for I had never met an outlander who spoke our language. He offered to feed me and my raptor, provide shelter for the evening. Well, I'm hesitant to trust them. I'm running low on rations, and I have been lost for over a week now. I suppose one night couldn't hurt. And that is the end of this first page, after spending a little over an hour decoding.
This is about the place we're going, or about just a place? So we don't know for sure.
Not 100% sure. But...
That was the last page?
No. It's one of the last ones.
One of the last ones, okay. I was like, so he spent the night with them and they killed him.
And he didn't write anything else after that. Roger that. Seen, heard.
Right. Okay.
Plus. Good to know, good to know.
With that, you all bed down for the night. Get your rest. JD cuddles up to kind of each of you throughout the night. He kind of cuddles for an hour or two, gets up, wanders to someone else, goes and cuddles. He distributes his cuddle time.
Sweet Blaine.
The next day hits, and you all continue your journey. Next set of checks for the day, everybody. What we doing?
Craft.
Everybody!
Ooh, 17. Okay. Does it work? Do we get one?
What are you crafting? Blight bomb?
Yeah.
What level is a blight bomb?
It's not very high. 3. So by your rules, it should work.
You got how many? Total? What was the total roll?
17.
Meets beats?
Yes,
So
exactly.
I will ask you, do you wish to keep crafting on this one? I'll say, if you spend a few more days on it, you can make it more potent. Or if you just want to be like, I have a blade.
I'd probably just have a blight bomb.
Okay. Oh yeah. What's everyone else
I like
doing?
having just one permanent weapon.
I stealthed ahead for a 19.
19? Okay. Roll me a perception check as well, Katrine.
Have I readied items, ingredients that I find crafting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's gonna be in 2 days.
I got a 30 for engineering.
You got a what?
I got a 30 for engineering.
Ooh, okay. Add a day to your crafting as Caspian, you and Benoit are just sitting in the wagon, covered up by the shade, just working on your projects. Kipo is at the head of the cart, holding the reins for the dinos as Katrine is stalking off ahead. Katrine, did you roll a perception?
13.
13. Okay. Cool. Oops, solid. Oh yeah. So, second day, you all traveling, get some crafting done. It's pretty tame. A couple of critters kind of come and bug ya. You guys are pretty tough these days. They're more of a nuisance than a hindrance. Second day, no issue. You all kind of set up for camp, get kind of cozied in.
We'll do Alora on the book. That'll be our bedtime story.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So what does it go against again?
Society or occultism?
Because last time I got a 2, so I didn't even bother looking. I was like, no, nothing.
28 for society.
27, 28? Dang. Okay. Do you want to keep going from the page you already decoded?
Yes, I'm deeply interested to see if he survives this ordeal, or if he says where this is, so we can, know how to behave.
Heck yeah. So, I'm gonna have to give you the cliff notes because the rest of this journal I only have outlined. I don't have fully written stuff. I'm just gonna be honest about this one. But for this one, you see him talking about kind of his day there. He is just like talks about the little space they gave him to rest. It seems to be like a small kind of shack set aside from a lot of from the other kind of houses. He talks about how bizarre and peculiar a lot of these people look. He describes one figure being like an insectoid-like human with antennas coming out of his head, like bulging bug eyes. He says that he swears he saw a child that was half human, half shadow, but when he kind of blinked and looked towards it, it was gone. And he wasn't 100% sure if that was real or if he's just going crazy being around all of these people. He talks about how there is just always a passive smell of rotting eggs in this village for some reason. And it's been rather upsetting and nauseating for him.
Well, in whichever village it says no rotten eggs. Smell rotten eggs, we know, I guess we're going in the, A direction. We're learning things. Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Next day comes.
Yes.
You all awake? Have your little breakfast in the morning. Pack up all your supplies.
Well, and I might do my scavenging in the morning to see if I can find some additives for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right.
Roll a perception check for this one, please.
I got a 24.
24? Going about, you find some of those, like, nice, like, rooty plants off in the desert that have some pretty good, like, starchy bodies.
Desert taters.
Yeah, essentially. However, as you are going and picking some, you notice something. You notice a little, locust, like, on one of the plants, just kind of gnawing on the leaves. And you look over and you see a couple dozen more. And as you look up and off into the distance, you see a dark cloud kind of swirling and shifting off in the distance, coming in your direction. With that perception, this is not a cloud.
Yeah. It's bugs.
It's bugs.
We better hunker
You're
down.
a little bit a ways from the cart.
I mean, how fast are they coming?
Not that fast.
Okay, I'm like... But no, I definitely saunter, like, might grab some of the roots that aren't being eaten by the bugs, and then saunter back to the cart and be like, we need to hunker down. I think we are about to be descended on by a pack of locusts. A lot of biblical imagery in this session.
Yeah.
The leper colony of your dream. The cloud of locusts.
My God.
Biblical imagery in this one.
Hey, you know, alright. With that, I would love for you all how are you kind of hunkering down your space? What are you prioritizing?
So,
what are you working on?
My thought is, we go into a cave or a ravine or like a ravine or like a divot point with the wagon.
Okay.
In order to get it like down into the ground a little bit. Either if I like dig something if that's possible or whatever, just kind of get it down in the ground, and then like reinforce and seal the wagon. Which I think is how people tend to deal with like locust invasions in the past. Is you just like make sure all the shit you need, like our decanter of endless water and all of our food, are in the place that you are in, and then you just like seal that puppy tight. Because I mean, like, people have dealt with waves of locusts in human history, and that tends to be how they go about doing it often.
Okay.
So that's my thought, but feel free to,
well,
have
if
different
you're
ones
looking
you want.
for a space, then I would love for a nature check from you.
Perfect.
You two, are you going to be, like, helping kind of locking things in, then?
Yeah. I got a 28 for engineering.
28 for engineering? Okay. Katrine, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna do whatever I can do to help tighten up our armored wagon and hopefully get our dinos inside the wagon as best. Get everything inside and the wagon to the lowest point possible, tightened up. Whatever I can do.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Well, I'm going to say whatever the plan is. I did get a 33, which was a nat 20.
Fuck it.
So we're
Nice.
buried in the best spot humanly possible. Nothing can get in from below. We're packed in.
25.
25? Hell yeah. Yeah, you all rolled incredibly well for that. You all see this and just instantly snap into action. You rush the cart over into what you can see is like the lowest point, a ditch in the area, as you kind of, with Caspian's help, like, ramp it down into this little ditch. Katrine, you grab tarps, start tarping everything down, pinning it down with anchor points.
Well, I do want to say, there could be one tilted off the side. And because I did so good, I will dig us a cat hole that is sealed on the sides, but still has, like, a little bit of a privacy cover. We're gonna be stuck there a while, because those puppies can last, like, several days. So, dig a cat. With my good nature score.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. As you all start setting this up, you can see the cloud just getting closer and closer. It is getting larger and eventually starts to block out the sunshine, as eventually, once you all get under, just comes flying over, this incredibly loud buzzing. The tarp you have over you just like, you hear just dozens and hundreds of them smacking against it, as it becomes so loud you can hardly hear your own thoughts, as this swarm just surrounds your entire campsite and the field around you. You are all locked in here for quite a while now, but
Oh no.
do not lose any supplies.
That's good.
As you are set here, just hunkering this down, hoping it to pass as soon as possible. Good job with all those rolls. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm like, we fucking killed it.
I was gonna eat some of your items. You were gonna lose food.
Wow.
Instead, you are all set there just hearing this cacophony of noise. Gonna take some damage if you were caught in it.
It's okay, we're like bravely brave Sir Robin. We're experts at running away. If a problem rears its ugly head, we will not face that bitch head on.
Oh, that's so
No way,
true.
no how. When it comes to not facing problems head on or going into combat, we are the best at that.
I'm deploying my ancient technique of running away.
Literally us.
Heck yeah.
Very good.
As you are all there, occasionally you'll see one of these little things like crawl under your tarp, and JD just goes and like snaps it up immediately.
Little snack, what do you think, me sir?
The other two raptors are much more nervous than JD is. They are definitely kind of like stirring and shifting occasionally. I imagine at some point you just kind of like wrap their heads.
Yeah. And make sure we give them lots of like food and water.
Wait,
And pet and love.
I have a feat where I can talk to animals.
Oh.
So I would just like try to calm them down as best as possible.
Can they talk back, or just they understand you?
Let me pull it up real quick because I don't remember exactly what it said.
Moon. Hell yeah, though.
Your connection to the denizens of the wilds grows ever stronger. You find yourself able to speak with animals like you would in your native tongue. You can speak with all animals and beasts.
Okay.
That's all.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume that means communication goes both ways.
Yep.
Just got chill, bro. It's all good.
Yep.
Good
You are hearing a lot of like, oh shit, oh fuck from them essentially. Just, we're gonna die!
I promise that I will do everything in my power to make sure you don't die, because I don't want to die either, bro. So we're in this shit together. I got you, my guy.
Yeah. Roll me a diplomacy, Katrine.
Okay.
Calm them down. Just ever present. Just that buzzing.
That was a good buzz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. That was a good buzz you just did.
Right.
A 9. My
Total?
diplomacy. Yeah, my diplomacy is a 2.
Oh. That is fair. They're not that convinced, but they're not like fleeing or anything. They're spooked at the moment.
That sucks.
It's not a restful experience in this little makeshift tent you have. And I will say, all of you make fortitude saves to avoid being fatigued. For a night's rest here. See how well you can sleep through this chaos.
I'm
15.
gonna take one of my little candies.
Heck yeah.
Because I made them. Good. I just get it, right?
I think it gives you a
Plus
fucking...
25 or fortitude.
A +1 bonus to fatigue.
Yeah, so it gives you a bonus to your rolls.
Okay.
25 from Caspian, and what'd you get, Katrine?
15.
15.
Which
Oh,
one again? Fortitude.
Fortitude, yeah.
I got a 25.
Oh, yeah.
26 with my little bonus.
Oh, yeah. Caspian, Benoit, you two get a restful evening. Katrine, you are just feeling the stress from these raptors, and it is a hard night's rest for you, unfortunately.
Damn. I mean, if you could hear them like screaming their head off in your ear, I'm sure it would be quite the stress.
It's a little bit more intense for you, because whereas you two just hear distress noises, Katrine, you're just hearing a bunch of like, we're gonna die! I'm gonna chew my own leg off, I swear to God! We gotta run!
Oh, no.
We gotta run! I'm gonna eat you first. No, I'm gonna eat you! We're gonna starve!
Just panic all
Yeah.
night long.
Just a bunch of game over, man!
Fucking dead.
Next day
That sucks.
comes. The locusts are still a locusting. They're swarming. You guys might be here for another day or two, potentially. Is there anything you'd like to do while in this little encampment?
We out here crafting this silencer, baby.
You're gonna be having a little distraction penalty, but don't worry about it too much. Just roll your numbers, I'll tell you.
25.
You're good.
No.
For Bassett.
I did it. I I got 3 out of 3 on my crafting.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I might make a sprite apple, a golden sprite apple, which gives you +1 to diplomacy checks. And give it to Molly, so the dinosaurs stop freaking out, because they're still loud and annoying. We don't know what they're saying. But I did pretty good. I really want those dinosaurs to be quiet. I got a 27 for what? To make a sprite apple crafting check.
Oh, okay.
Because then I can make an item and give it to Molly.
Okay.
So you get a +1 to your diplomacy checks. Regardless. But
Tasty apple.
Alright, let's. Oh no.
I love golden apple. I like things like a nice candy coating on there. It's lovely. Very, very pretty. Surprisingly pretty for the desert. Like it wouldn't be winning like Great British Bake Off, but surprisingly pretty for the desert. Tastes a little soggy and rotten on the inside, but that's okay.
The apple's a little oxidized.
Just a little. But only a little, because it's also helping me, so it's a little selfish.
Yeah. She rolling.
Alright. Well, I had to use a fucking hero point. That's a 13 to try to chill them out.
Okay. 13 is better. After a day of them freaking out and being tired, you kind of talking them down, they start to mellow out a bit more. Occasionally they'll just kind of go, oh fuck, for a second, but there's moments of quiet amidst all of the swarming of the locusts. But hell yeah. One more day goes, another night, the next day hits, it's getting quieter. That ever-present buzzing is no longer just white noise throughout the day.
Nice.
You definitely can tell there's a good chunk of them around still, but it's thinning. At this point, do you all wish to leave or do you wish to wait a bit longer?
Probably just one more day. Really make sure they're out before we lose any food or anything.
Molly, can you please subtract 4 days' rations from your inventory? For it has been now 4 days of you all on the road.
Also, potatoes. I cook them up more potatoes. I'll save them for tomorrow. Will the potatoes be like a ration or half the rations or something like that? Be a thought, a prayer, a hope, a dream. Think about it sometime.
Sure.
We'll use them as rations. Potatoes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes.
I could eat some potatoes.
Rations tomorrow. Tomorrow's meal time. Real good.
But with that, the day comes, the day goes, and on the third day of this locust swarm, quiet's final. You all kind of toss the tarp off over you. As the two raptors kind of get up and stretch their legs, they kind of shake off a little bit. JD goes hopping around the field, just eating up any sort of, like, carcasses of the, like, ones that did not make the swarming.
Field day.
Oh, yeah, just going around, eating up bug after bug, as you just see a decimated land ahead of you. It is barren at this point. There's maybe shreds left of any sort of plant life that happened to be around. The land did not survive this endeavor.
We did.
But you did.
I suppose the path ahead is whatever we make it then.
Yeah.
Nothing really standing in the way. But I am glad I grabbed these potatoes before they came through.
Yeah.
For sure.
you all kind of get ready, set off, and travel out. Give me your day checks. What are you doing?
I'm probably looking closer at this map and like trying to like orient like because I have like these two maps of the same area that don't fully align. So I'm just trying to see if it's like, okay, is this coded? Is this like, is there some way for me to translate this map or orient them both so that way I understand where the discrepancy is?
Yeah. Give me a society check. Or yeah, give me a society.
18.
Okay, yeah. You start kind of tracing out these maps together, trying to get a proper scaling of each of them. As you're kind of pouring through these over this journey today, you start to notice that on the ancient map that you got from Whimsy, there was a city that was off near the coastline of the direction you're going to called Lovas. Lovass, or sorry, AAS. Not love ass.
Love ass, baby. Hey, love ass island. Woo!
However, you do kind of piece it together that this Herasis spot seems to be sitting almost in the exact same point. But on the new map of Artemis, it looks like the shore is maybe a few more miles south now, whereas Lovas used to sit right at the shoreline.
Right.
It's now moved south several miles.
Okay. I definitely kind of like share this with the group. It's like I'm trying to figure this map out. These are the things that are kind of coming up. It seems like maybe these cities are the same. Just as time goes on, names change. And I guess we already knew that like the climate had been shifting in pretty drastic ways, and so it makes sense that like the water is at a different location now than it used to be.
I mean, as long as the city is in the same place, I suppose that won't be a problem. We'll just have to keep our eyes extra peeled.
Yeah.
Well, and do we know approximately like how close we are? Like, do we need to take like an extra perception check because we're not going to be able to like hit the coast and then go back and forth? Or would that not be a reasonable thought?
Like how far you are away from getting to the village?
Yes.
The little spot on the map, the town, village. Roll me a... Boy, this is what I missed in first edition. There was a skill called Knowledge Geography. And that was great, man. I miss having that skill in this game. Because I don't ever know what to do. Just...
You know what? I kind of wanted to do this. Did I do that or did I?
What?
You know what? Okay, tell me if I can't do this and I will do something else. I'll use my craft check to make an impossible cake. Oh, no, the impossible cakes are deception. Never mind. Can I make a cinnamon sear? And
Sure.
then do it?
So, have a little A little red hot.
Yeah, let's see if that helps me. It is a level 4 and...
Well, you know you can just use your day prep stuff. You don't have to make.
So this is a long rest. Okay. Well, that's true.
Because you still have like your
Yeah.
alchemical supplies.
Yeah, I'll just make a cinnamon seer and take it.
Just
+1 to recall knowledge to see if...
yeah, give me
About geography.
Society. Society, man.
I got a 29.
29. Looking at these maps, kind of gauging your travel and everything, you'd wager that you're several more days out from reaching this point.
Okay.
So,
Thanks.
now, as you're kind of doing your day travel, Katrine, can you roll me a perception check?
Yep. And that 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
hell yeah. Katrine, ooh, it's a little moon.
Okay,
I love
cute.
that.
It's cute.
Katrine, okay. So, Katrine, as you're traveling, a lot of this space has been decimated by locusts. However, there is something that you notice on your travels. It is tracks in the ground. It is the tracks of some dinos and some wheel marks running along the ground.
Nice.
Let's follow it. If it is going in the same direction as we're going.
Yes.
Cool. Well,
So fun.
hopefully we'll run into them in our travels.
Heck yeah.
Yes. An established path. Flow.
Yeah.
Hell
love
yeah.
that.
As you continue to follow these tracks, you go for the rest of the day. Somebody give me a survival check, please.
I got a 28.
28. You managed to keep any sort of like beasties and creatures away from you guys. Nothing too huge to deal with.
Maybe that's what I'll do with my action. Is if one of the creatures looks tasty and gets close enough, it might become dinner.
Very good.
I like it.
Come
I like it.
dinner.
Yeah.
Wasteland time now.
Just give me one attack roll. One little attack roll.
It goes with my spell my spell attack.
Spell attack or frying pan attack.
Same no matter what. That's a 21.
21? Hell yeah. You find one, manage to just kind of like boom, smack it over the head. Able to get a little kind of lizard-like creature. Gotta get some tasty meat for the evening. Well, tasty is a generous word for Benoit's cooking right now. Some serviceable meat for your meal for the evening.
It sure is edible.
Going to have protein.
As you are all sitting around your campfire having dinner, would anybody like to decipher the journal another time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Society or occultism?
Ooh.
13. 13.
15.
15?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm not trained in either of those skills.
That's okay. Yeah, I get you. You can still roll.
I got an nat 1.
Ooh, yeah. This one's slow going. This one, y'all, like, have it, but just... You've been traveling for a little while, you know, you're starting to kind of get a little brain fog from the heat. As you're partway through it, you all notice the sound of a gunfire. But as it fires off, you see a trail of light and smoke shoot up off into the air, and then a flare go off into the sky. As you see a few carts riding towards you with people hanging off on the sides, riding on top of it, as you just hear the calls and screams just, woo! Come on! Guns are being fired into the air as a raid is happening. I would love for all of you to roll me initiative really quick.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Binwalk got a 28.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
Uh, 22.
Okay. Let's roll for Kipo. Kipo got a 10. Oops. As you all hear this raid starting to commence, of wastelanders all screaming, hooping, and hollering. Where'd Mullet go?
Right here. I'm right here.
Right there.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
You kind of scramble, grab your supplies. Are you all running in the cart, or are you staying put?
They're in the direction that we want to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we're getting ready to fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're down in the cart and getting ready to defend our stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not taking our shit, bro. Mm-mm. Nope.
Now we have a gun turret
Yeah, we do.
and some beady people.
You don't have a turret. It's just a little...
A gun attached.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Yeah. Okay. You all kind of hunker down in your cart, get ready for a scrap. You feel the ground kind of starting to rattle a bit underneath your feet. And it's late, so that is where we are going to call it for the night.
Oh, man.
Everybody's initiatives written down, so we know what order you're all gonna go in. You're all hunkered down in your cart. Next
Frying pan.
week? 2
I
weeks?
believe. Oh,
Next week.
Next week,
yeah.
y'all gonna have a midnight fight.
Exciting.
Hell
A
yeah.
midnight fight.
I'm ready
Exciting.
to kick some ass.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
I think at least at this point we've got strong enough that we do fight something, we do a good job. We just never choose to fight anything. If given half an opportunity.
You know, that's fair.
And Benoit can actually level up before that fight.
Hey!
I'm sorry, are
Yeah.
you saying you didn't level up?
I got to eat, but I did fine. I did fine given everything. I had 2 hero points.
Wow, cheeky. Wow.
It all worked out.
Did you use them at all?
No. I didn't need to.
Keep it. No, that was my
Keep it.
decision-making face if I'll let you
Keep
keep
it.
the hero point or not.
Thank you, let me keep it. I'll probably
You'll
need it.
need
more.
it. You'll need it.
I'll keep my 2 hero points. Thank you.
Oh, did red freeze?
Only a little.
I think so. Maybe. Maybe not.
Sort of. You're getting fuzzy.
You look like you're in a watercolor painting.
I am a
Well,
watercolor painting.
Yes, you are.
I'm tired and I gotta do some crafting before bed tonight.
Gotta
so.
finish the robot made head.
Yeah.
I got like Alora's really came in clutch for pretty much nearly my whole costume.
What's up, Fred?
I'm stoked to see pics.
So I even got a little feather duster for it.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if I've talked to you guys at all about the party, but there's certain costume contest categories.
Yes.
And I was like, I cannot wait. How I talked about this thing. Yes, my outfit's gonna be really good. I spray painted it with gold hairspray. it looks like someone got
Very
gold
good.
dusted on our back patio.
Nice.
Because I had the glitter, I started spraying it all over it, so I'm very excited.
It's gonna be
I
great.
also want that.
Oh yeah, we'll send Oodles the pictures.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be tomorrow, so.
Nice.
very cool.
Yeah.
I work tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Oof. Gotta make that money, right?
Yeah, it's about time for my lease to end to move into a new place, so I'm trying to save up.
Molly, you move so fucking often, I swear to God.
No, I don't. We've been talking about this same move for a year.
I know. It
So
just
no
feels
wonder
like
you
move
know
a
where
lot.
everything in your house is. You're just like, I'm ready to pack up at a moment's notice and go.
I am.
Everything in this house is. There is no amount of uncertainty.
I'm ready. Alright, well,
When you, yeah, I could.
Next
we
week?
can go and I'll say my thing.
yeah. Next week, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will continue this session, pick up where we left off in Initiative. The following week will be Halloween. So if you've got nothing going on for Halloween, we will be doing our Jackbox games. If you are interested in joining us, please send me a direct message so we can vet you, so you can dress up in costume and join us on the video call, because we would love to have you. But we do need to have a prior conversation to make sure that we're cool with having you and you're cool with our rules. Otherwise, you can just join the audience and have fun with us. Either way, it's going to be a great time. So we'll see you next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for Pathfinder, 2nd Edition Lands of the Lost. The following Thursday, October 31st, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for Jackbox Games, Halloween Edition. Thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out. Catch you later. Okay, bye.